Aloha, friends in the wild listeners. Welcome back to another episode. I greeted you with aloha today because I'm hoping that you're all in a very tropical, sunny location.
Aloha, I guess. If you are in a tropical location, we're extremely jealous because it's actually thunderstorming so hard right now.
But
Midday.
Midday on the Sunday after the 4th of July. That's when we're recording this. Sorry that we're a little late. You know how it is. We're not going to go into it again.
Wait, I think we should just save this for Friday. Take a holiday off.
Okay, yeah. We took last week off, as you guys know.
This
because
just
now
in. There's not an episode from last week. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Just decided that in real time. So you guys are getting some insight into how the sausage gets made in our world. But yeah, it's been super extremely hot in Tennessee, both in Chattanooga and in our hometown. And I'm hoping that the storms this week will break the heat.
Yes. It's been like upper 90s, but feels like has been in the hundreds.
Yeah.
And it's already just like, Tennessee's a very humid state, I feel like, anyways. Yeah. So it has been, like, you walk outside and it takes your breath. So
it has been insufferable. It feels like you're in Florida, like the
swamp.
Literally. It feels like you're in a swamp every day. It's usually not that bad.
No. Anywho.
But we're hoping that that will change. I know that talking about the weather is like the most interesting thing we could possibly discuss on this podcast. So
let's give a little 4th of July recap, shall we?
Okay.
First of all, I love the 4th of July. That is my third favorite holiday.
Christmas, Thanksgiving,
4th of July.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love when people are proud to be American and like forget about everything else and are just like happy to live in truly one of the greatest country on earth. And I think it's been heightened this year by the FIFA World
250?
Cup. Oh. And 250.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. There's been, first of all, I didn't even know the World Cup was happening until it was here. And then it was here. And I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's so happy to be here. I've been seeing all these videos of people from foreign countries coming, and they're like, the news just portrays America in such a different light, but we actually love it here. And I think that it's made everyone like more patriotic.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying watching everyone experience America as well. The Spanish national team stayed in Chattanooga, and their hotel was right, like pretty close to, it's like downtown Chattanooga, so I would walk by all the time, and there would always be people like outside trying to, see them. Tons of people would see them like at the mall in Chattanooga or like random places. So
I've loved watching everyone
so cool.
Like go to Buc-ee's and try barbecue and just, I don't know. It's
Chick-fil-A. Have you seen the guy who loves Chick-fil-A?
No.
That's been like the highlight of his trip.
Also, yeah, because first of all, in other countries, their food is they're so restricted in what they can eat in other countries, which is why they're all like skinny, glowy skin, very healthy people. Just like in France, there's a lot of different dietary regulations. In America,
you're eating Red 40 every day.
It's Red 40. I mean, red, white, and blue. Duh, Red 40 only. So, first of all, I have a fear for how they're physically going to feel after ingesting all this just garbage that we eat.
Maybe that's why
they got to.
Maybe that's like the strategy for America to win, because we apparently have a chance to win the World Cup, which is insane. We might have to play, I heard that we might have to play Mexico in Mexico City, which would be
that would be really intimidating.
I might have to actually tune in for that game if it actually happens.
I'm going to possibly become a soccer fan.
Yeah.
But I've just really enjoyed watching all those videos, and everyone has been calling it like, oh, I love it when our cousins come over for a sleepover.
Yeah.
It's just been really sweet to see different ethnicities, cultures joining together to have fun and celebrate. And then it was our birthday, and they're like all here for our birthday.
I think that is really sweet, actually.
So they got to see the fireworks, and every city, like, is there a city that does not do 4th of July to the nines?
No, I can't imagine a city, like an actual city.
Exactly.
Bigger than like Chattanooga and up, just as a metric.
I went with my parents yesterday to just our town's parade, And I get also so emotional because,
Yeah.
like, it's the saying as old as time, but, like, the freedom is not free. And I get so sad and just, like, grateful and emotional when I see people who have served. Like, there was a elder veteran doing the bagpipes, like, walking in the 97-degree heat, walking the entire parade, doing the bagpipes. And it's just, like,
scary for
it's
him.
so heartwarming. And, yeah, I feel very grateful for all those that have served. So if you or your family members have served, thank you. And I'm grateful to live here. I'm feeling so patriotic. And then my mom went to literally,
Crazy.
she
For the 4th of
decorated the
July.
house. You would have thought it was her birthday. Like, I thought I was going to her birthday party. And I kept telling her that. I was like, Mom, happy birthday.
Like, not everyone makes it to 250.
I asked her why she was so passionate about the 4th of July this year, because my family is not really one who, like, throw a big cookout or anything. And my mom's been talking about it for weeks, ordering clothes. I was like, Mom, what is going on this year? And she's like, Melly, not everyone lives to be 250 years old. I said, right on, girl, but I didn't know America was a person. My bad. I didn't know it was a living human being.
Yeah.
So we went over to I went over to her house last night. We had the little hot dog plastic trays, papers in it, flags in your burger, hot dog. Everything was red, white, and blue. Placemats, napkins, banners,
love this.
flags. I was like, holy cow. We had the 250 special edition bottled Cokes. It was truly, it elevated the experience so much.
I'm
So-
glad. That sounds great.
and then we watched the fireworks here, and my house almost got blown up. So
Yeah.
love that. But sorry,
Sorry,
that was a lot from me.
it's okay. I was going to say something. June just got freaked out by Mally grabbing her prebiotic
Sorry.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
What was I going to say about something about all of that? Oh, the parade.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I watched it. We watched it at our preacher's house. Shout out Charlie and Carol. I think they'll enjoy getting a shout out on the podcast. I'll let
Shout
them know.
out.
Thanks for having us over. It was really wonderful. I love a community event of any kind. So that was probably my favorite part of the parade. I do think that I didn't remember every single local business having a float, but they did. And I loved that.
There was a lot of businesses I didn't know existed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
every
wait.
Landscaping,
Right.
excavating, other
like,
things
huh.
like carpentry. That's not a thing. Like construction is what I'm looking
Yeah.
for.
A lot of the floats would go by and be like, I have never seen nor heard of this place in my
Yeah.
entire life, but I'm so glad to see them today.
Thank you for your participation. Anyway,
The parade lasted an hour. It was such a long parade.
Yeah,
I'm so glad everyone came out and joined.
me too. Even like in the heat, I think it was
Well,
really
it was
good.
pouring rain
Right before, yeah.
and then it was like, oh, and sauna.
Yeah,
So they were like throwing ices,
popsicles.
popsicles, like ice, and then it started snowing and icicles formed. No, they
Yeah.
were throwing like the long popsicle icy things out at everyone, which I thought was so smart. What a
Yeah.
good thought to have.
for sure.
So yeah,
I spent my 4th of July playing a lot of mahjong.
that's a lovely 4th of July.
I played
activity.
mahjong for like 4 hours, and it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend. I've been seeing some. I just remembered something else I wanted to talk about. But I've been seeing a lot of discourse on the internet about the anti grandma movement, you know how like people in their 20s are like, I'm a grandma,
Yeah.
I just stay at home and sew and play cards and whatever. I just want to say that I'm smack dab in the middle of that.
Yeah,
I love to go out. I love to be social. I also like to sit around and play mahjong.
I would also love to do nothing. I would love to read a book cozy on my couch.
I do think I'm in an era, though, of kind of agreeing, of being a little bit like, okay, you're 24.
Yeah, but I think it's also
Leave your
about
house.
balance.
Yeah, it can be about balance when you're like 35, though.
No, I think you need to balance it now.
I don't. I think you
Well-
should go ham on
I
events
almost said something on events.
and social.
Well, no, I think you should do as much as you can, but you have to take care of yourself. Like, in my mind, that's a form of self-care. Like, just staying in.
Yeah.
And not pushing, because then if you just push, you're not going to enjoy it like you would if you would be like, okay, I stayed in last weekend. I can go out this weekend.
Yeah, but you're staying in every weeknight. Go out on the weekends.
Who said I was?
Okay. Fun on weekdays. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that you can have both.
You can have the best of both worlds.
One more thing. Have you seen the drone fireworks shows?
Yeah, I'm not for it.
I get it, and I appreciate
totally get
it. And I think they're cool. Like, drone shows are cool.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the one at Dollywood?
If they're like done to the nines, they're extremely cool.
They're super cool. However, like,
maybe they're
the
like
4th of
cool.
July. The 4th of July, I don't want them to replace fireworks shows.
No.
Like, fireworks are
The 4th
something else. Like, drone shows are cool. Fireworks are what we do on the 4th of July.
Also, the 4th of July is just a time when like people do things and you're like, that's probably not the best idea, but it's the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Prime example.
When in Rome.
I've got the perfect one. Last night, after watching the fireworks from my house, because I live downtown, my neighbor, we live on a heavily populated road. My neighbor checks both ways. Quick glance. He's not looking too long. We're shooting fireworks in the middle of the road, right below a power line, right above my house. And I felt so patriotic, and I was like, man, this is crazy. The fact that he could lose his fingers right now, and I'm just here watching it on my front porch. It's just like, it's the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July.
It makes me feel like that.
I agree.
I don't want fireworks to ever go away.
I know. And they won't. Like, I think
They
people
won't
will,
around here for sure.
if there's one thing people are going to hold on to, it is a firework on the 4th of July. No, I don't I think a lot of, like, Chattanooga had a drone show. I think it was the last night, Friday night. But it's also just like, you're never going to get these people to stop selling fireworks at fireworks stands. And nobody's wanting them to. Like,
Give us one day.
It's funny. Yeah. Like, you can do fireworks on the 4th of July. We'll all be okay.
Yep.
Anyway.
Do you have anything else 4th of July related that you would like to share?
No.
I think I'm good also. There's something else we needed to talk about, and now I'm totally... Oh! What happened on July 3rd?
How did we forget? Wait, we almost just forgot to discuss the royal wedding.
The actual... We have a lot of thoughts about this also.
I've been, like, really marinating and, like, digesting the information. And what I've decided is that I'm extremely happy for them.
Oh, for sure. Like, I am very... Did it go the way I thought it would? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Mally and I did not think that she would actually get married at Madison Square Garden.
No, I thought maybe... I heard some people speculating it might be the announcement of a record label that she was going to own. She was starting a record label. And then I saw Abigail. And I was like, oh, why is Abigail there with Travis's best friend there too? And then I saw that dang sign that Madison Square Garden put up,
Just
right?
TNT married.
Yeah, which reminded me of like AT&T.
I know. I have to say, like, I like that they broadcasted it because it's like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll just tell you. You know, obviously you want to know so bad, we'll just tell you. But just TNT, like, I just don't think it's a good pun. Again, extremely happy for them.
Right. One thing about Taylor Swift, she is a millennial to her core.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a millennial. Have you seen
millennial
photo of the entrance of the pictures of them?
Is it real?
I think so.
Let me look it up.
And also, like, I didn't think she would be someone to, like, make a little monogram. And it feels like an album release party.
This is what I have decided. Like,
love them. Happy for them.
This is... I've been thinking about this a lot. I've been seeing a little bit of online stuff, but I'm like, I really want to just use my own brain and come to my own conclusion about this. Here's the thing. First of all, we should let her do whatever she wants. ultimately, you know?
Okay,
We
but
should not be.
We are. Like, come on.
But I mean,
Our opinion means zilcho.
no, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, we should not be, what is the word? Like, parasocial about it. And we are generally parasocial about
completely.
Taylor Swift. But I think, I don't know. These aren't fully formed thoughts either, because it's really only been a few days.
Yeah, we don't have all the
But,
information.
Yeah, we haven't seen it, which
So.
I think we will. I think they're going to show us everything.
Unfortunately, I think there might be a movie.
Yeah, they're going to make like a documentary about it.
No, literally.
What was that? Oh, she, for her actual entire life, has romanticized like the idea of marriage, and she's always wanted to get married. You know, in
Yeah.
Eldest Daughter, the cringiest song in the world, she says, when I said I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie. Like,
Yeah.
she like, for a long time, she tried to act cool. She tried to act like edgy, and like this wasn't something that she was dying for. The whole time it's been like, this is what she wanted, and she's
Right.
completely like, that is her prerogative. She's totally allowed to feel that way. And I think it's not like, oh, I want to have a wedding because I want to have like a better wedding than everyone. Taylor Swift, I think, wanted to get married and have a wedding and have a husband in the completely like most traditional, like
realm she could
cliche
possibly
way
do.
possible. Yeah, and that's
I
what she
agree.
did.
And I also think that with it being at Madison Square Garden, there's 1,000 A-list celebrities invited. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like the average Joe was showing up to this wedding.
Yeah.
So the security did need to be like out of this world, insanely high. And I get her needing a venue to ensure, like, the one thing I'm sure that was in her mind she's worried about is the guest safety, because
Yeah.
everyone is obsessed with each individual, all 1,000 people. So I totally get her wanting that peace at her wedding.
Yeah.
Because she wanted a wedding so bad. She knew it would be so hard because people are so crazy obsessed with
With her,
parasocial relationships with all 1,000 people.
yes,
truly.
with her husband, with her mom, with her brother, with Selena Gomez, with
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks. Did you see Blake Lively wasn't there?
I did. And
I think there
Carly
were-
Kloss was. I'm sorry, who?
The fact
Back
that
from the
Carly
dead?
Kloss was at this wedding is throwing me off more than her getting married to MSG.
Literally, more than her getting married at all. The fact that Carly Kloss is in her presence, I thought we were,
I thought she was dead
Dead.
to her.
yeah. And I didn't think Blake Lively was canceled.
No. Yeah, I thought Blake Lively was. They were kind of taking some time apart because she just gone
Yeah.
through this whole Justin Baldoni thing. I think Taylor like didn't super love the way she handled some of that. So they're just like, okay, like we're taking a break. Taylor doesn't leave people when they get canceled. Like we've seen that
Yeah.
lots of times. So I'm very confused about
And
this.
also, like, it seemed like everyone who had ever had an interaction with Taylor was there.
or even hadn't had an interaction. I'm sorry, when has Taylor ever been seen with Adam Sandler? Besides
And
Happy
then he
Gilmore.
marries them, which that might have been more of a Travis thing.
Yeah. And I saw a lot of people saying, like, we have to remember this is also Travis Kelce's wedding.
That is true. Like, he is there. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? It just actually confirms even more in my mind that her and Olivia Rodrigo are done.
I know. And I love Olivia
I
Rodrigo.
hate that for Olivia.
Me too.
She grew
because,
up-
you know,
like,
like,
It was her idol.
yeah. And, you know, Gracie Abrams was there. Sabrina Carpenter was there.
Like, was Chapel?
Somber. Probably. Who wasn't at this wedding?
Miranda Lambert.
Miranda Lambert was
Maren
there.
Morris. I mean, like, all
How
of
many
these
people
girls.
do you think were there?
1,000. She had
Is that what
1,000
you've seen?
guests.
1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you have
mean,
to have,
they
like, their families, too.
They still had the chairs kind of still seated like Madison Square Garden. It's 1,000 people. Did you not see the white seats
No.
to the side? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think
We
they
can't
just
go on
said-
forever, but
I've also, have you seen where she talked on the Graham Norton show like a year ago? And he was like, when are you getting married? And she was like, oh, you'll know.
yeah.
And he was like, oh, it's going to be like a big thing. And she's like, no, you'll be invited.
be there.
And he's like, well, it's going to be big if I'm invited. And she's like, yeah, like
she's always wanted
And
a big wedding.
I can't remember if she said this or if this is just what I extrapolated from what she said. I think she said it. I think she was like, the only reason that weddings are drama is if you have to be selective in who you invite. And I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm just going to invite
She
everyone.
said, and flex on all y'all.
Except Blake Lively.
Also, the fact that she got married on a Friday, people are like, wonder if
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden had a discount because it was Friday, not Saturday.
Because that's what wedding venues do. That's really funny.
But anywho, regardless of whatever it looked like, we're very happy for Taylor. We're shocked. Shocked is
Yes.
fine.
Just because I think part of our shock is that we are in the Gen Z era of weddings. I can't speak correctly. You know? Because it's like for them, they want to get married. Like that's the thing. And they're inviting, like if we look at this like it's not a wedding. Like we want to do this thing where we have to invite every person we know, and they're all famous. Very famous. There are not many places you can do that safely. That are
No,
covered,
truly.
like what we were saying. It has to be.
But I mean, then
Something like
you
that.
think of like Tom Holland and Zendaya. They just got married and have a wedding. No one knows a thing about it.
Yeah, but they like.
I get they're not to that level, but they're still a very high level of celebrity. I just didn't
But
think
they
we
didn't
would know
invite
so
that many
much.
people.
That's I didn't think we would know so much.
Me neither.
So that's why I was shocked. I was just like, oh, the woman is the Easter egg. She is the Easter bunny. She plants those Easter eggs everywhere, and she doesn't know things unless she wants you to know them. So that's why I was so shocked that we did know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
So-
think it was important to them. I mean,
It's also
Two of
important to
the
remind
most-
they're human. So they're
Yeah.
literally just people.
we put them on such a pedestal that it's like, oh, what could their wedding even possibly be? Something we can't even imagine.
Is she gonna wear white?
Yeah. No, she's gonna wear like a color that no one's ever thought of before. It's gonna be the first time we're ever laying eyes on
Gonna
this new
invent
color.
a color.
Yeah. But it's like no, she's just Taylor Swift and she just wants to get married
Yeah.
to this
Anywho.
guy who like
To this football
is
player.
a goofy goober completely.
She's proving that she is just a human girl brain by marrying Travis
Low
Kelce.
key. Yeah.
He is funny. He's cool, and they just had Prince William on their podcast. So
And I think they love each other.
yeah, they're having fun.
Do you think he understands her? Like, do you think she thinks he understands her?
I know that he has to, or she wouldn't marry him.
Really? You trust her that much?
Have you listened to Peace Evermore? Like, but also, okay, this is the last thought, and then we have to move on. Someone who has a situationship with Maddie Healy, can't trust him that much. Sorry, I said
then
it.
it was almost like,
He got married this weekend too, Maddie Healy.
you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
So much lore. Okay, I can't wait. Did you see her aunt talking about it?
Yeah.
That was cute. She was saying that, like, they
Wow.
kissed and laughed and hugged and danced and, like, it was beautiful. Whatever. Anyway, we are here today to give you guys advice.
They're great.
These girls think we just listen and talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for 20 minutes. Yeah. The last thing I want. No, we put on our Instagram stories a link for you guys to submit your questions, anything going on in your life that you need help with anonymously. So we have no idea who wrote these things in. And I'm really excited to get into them and tell you guys maybe what we would do or maybe what,
Would be viewed as the right thing to do.
yeah,
We probably wouldn't do that.
maybe we'll give you like a
I'll give you options.
a flow chart. Yeah.
A, B, C, D.
Yes.
And E, all of the above.
Okay. Do you want to read the first one?
Sure. Alrighty. The guy I'm dating says he will break up with me if I don't get a job near him post grad. What would you do?
Okay. So
It's a yes or no.
I have I have a million questions about this. For example, where does he live?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the
How long
worst
have you been
city in the
together?
United States? If so, I'm not moving there.
Right.
Like there are so many considerations, but just go. I mean, we don't have a lot of information. What's your gut reaction?
Is he the one? In my head, I'm like, they're just dating. They're not engaged or anything. How long have you been together? And like, are you for sure that this man is the one? Because that means a lot. It carries a lot of weight, I think.
Yeah. At the same time, I think in my own experience and in relationships I've observed, I think that when someone is like your one, like the person that you're supposed to marry, or the person that you're gonna marry, if you even like don't believe in like fate or the one or whatever, which I think is fine. I think both parties have to be willing to do whatever it takes to make it work.
True.
And if he's saying, this is me, this is my life, this is where I'm going to be, you either fit into it or don't, maybe that means he's not the one.
Also, like, what is his reason? Is his reason simply because he doesn't want to sacrifice his lifestyle, or does he have like a sickly mother and like wanting to spend as much time with a dying family? Like, is it something that is so incredibly personal and meaningful to him that he can't sacrifice for other, or something like that, you know? Or if he's just like, yeah, I don't want to move, so you're gonna have to move here.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stipulations around this, but like you said, a successful relationship is sacrifice from both ends. And
Or the willingness to sacrifice, like, or to find a mutually agreeable situation. Like I think if it is being presented to you as you move here or we're breaking up, it's probably not the one, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I feel
clearly-
really scared to say that if you're listening to this.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to me. Please don't, actually.
well, I think it's an important conversation to have.
Yeah.
And gauge where both of you are at in the relationship. If he has an ultimatum like that, it's like, so you wouldn't want to fight for me despite where I'm geographically at the time.
Yeah.
Definitely talk about take some inner reflection. See what he means to you. Is he the one? Are you sure of that? Do you want to fight for this? Then you talk about it together. What are the reasons? Why does this mean so much? Am I the one for you? Do you want to make this work? And then you can kind of go from there.
Also,
It's a very hard situation.
do you want to live there? Like, if you do, again, I think that him not being willing if he is not willing to listen to like other options or like other opportunities that you might be looking into, I could see that being a problem. But if it's just like you're saying, oh, like I've been looking at this job in Chicago, and he's like, I am pretty settled in Knoxville, and like I don't know what it would look like if like you didn't live here. That feels like it's more open to a conversation to me. If he's blatantly saying, if you don't live here, wherever, that's another thing.
Yeah. Also, could it just be for a time?
Yeah.
Like he is also, what if he's still in school?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I would love for you to just get a job here until I'm finished, and then we can go together.
Yeah. Or like until I get more experience at this
Right.
job or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or like,
Most importantly, I think just pray about it if you're religious.
Yeah.
And
or even
you
if you're
have
not, like just, I feel as though saying things out loud to a friend or like
yeah.
in prayer, like just makes you have a better understanding of your own feelings about it and about the situation writ large. So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Definitely don't bottle it up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Next.
Best of luck, though.
Good luck. Let us know. Maybe we need to do some updated
Follow up.
advice. Yeah. Okay. Also, give us more information if you're willing.
Yeah.
We would love. Okay. The next one is, wait, let's go do one of these bottom ones really quick. Hi, I got invited to one of my college friends' weddings, but she only gave me a +1 if I wanted to pay for my boyfriend's plate. We've been dating for over 3 years, so I was kind of surprised. I don't know if I'm being entitled, but it feels weird to go to a wedding without him when almost everyone else is bringing their partners. Oh, would you say something or just let it go?
Wait, why did everyone else get one?
I know.
Or are they
Or are they paying? Yeah.
Also, paying for a plate at a wedding is kind of crazy. I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
It's either be there, be square. Like it's on me or it's not.
You either just don't get a +1
yeah.
or you get a +1 and they're paying for it. Yeah.
That's kind of... Also, how much does this person mean to you? I mean, that's just odd. That's really odd to
I
me.
get it though. Like, I kind of understand it as an
I get it.
alternative. I kind of understand it as an alternative to no plus ones or no plus ones unless you're married or engaged. Like, that's a
True.
lot of people's rule. So, as an alternative to that, it's like if you want your boyfriend to come, you can pay for it. I don't think it's, when put like that, I don't think it's actually that crazy.
No, for sure not. It's hard for everyone to get a plus one.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Yes.
But I've never seen it presented as you can buy a raffle ticket. Buffet.
Have I told you that Ryan is dying for us to have a 50?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about this. I think we're going to do it.
I
Like,
mean, why not?
The
Now I
one
have
thing,
to buy a stinking ticket to your wedding.
No, you
Great.
don't. It's completely optional.
I bet.
But
I will have to pay for Colin's meal.
yeah. This, yeah, I don't think you should say something about it. Just as a general rule, as a wedding just a guest to the wedding, I don't think you should ever say anything about the wedding to the bride and groom. Sorry, like,
No.
it's their wedding. You just got to live with it.
Maybe you should just find some of your girlfriends who also didn't get a plus one and just go together.
Yeah.
I'm sure your man will understand.
Yeah.
And he probably
Or-
is going to say, I'm good not going. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
If he really wants to go, like, just pay for it. I don't
Yeah.
think they mind if the plus one goes. They just, like,
Don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I get
And I
it.
doubt that it's singling you out at all. I bet the rule is just like engaged or married, you get a
Right.
plus one. Just dating, you don't. And like, also that's fair because engaged or married like means you're more permanent.
Yeah. They're not
Theoretically.
going anywhere.
So, yeah, don't say anything. I think you just let it go and make that decision on your own time.
True. Facts.
Okay. Ready? You
Yeah.
can read like maybe that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Last week we had plans to FaceTime. Wait. I just
What are
started
you
halfway
reading?
through the. I thought there was a line right there.
No. Starting here.
Oops.
I was like,
Clearly, I need to go to the iPhone.
who's we? We're jumping in the middle of the
Stopped, I was
story.
like, oh, we did. My bad. I missed that. I didn't know we had plans.
You're like reading my text off of my phone. Okay, continue.
Oh man, sorry. Hi girls, I need some advice. My boyfriend and I have been doing long distance for about 8 months, and lately I feel like I'm the only one putting in effort. We still text every day, but our calls have become less frequent, and I'm always the one planning visits or asking when we'll see each other next. Last week we had plans to FaceTime and watch a movie, but he forgot because his friends invited him out. He apologized, but it honestly hurt me more than I expected. I know long distance is hard, and I don't want to be the girlfriend who's constantly asking for attention, but how do I know if someone is just genuinely busy or if they're slowly losing interest? Am I overthinking it, or should I bring it up?
We'll bring it up. For starters, bring it up. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, you, especially to a man, if you don't explicitly explain every emotion and thought that you're having, sometimes it's hard for them to read between the lines.
yeah.
So I would be very honest and bring it up and explain every emotion I have around it, all my feelings. That way you've put all your cards on the table and there's
Yes.
no interpretation needed. It's just how it is.
And which that can be hard in long distance relationships because
True.
you're not face to face. Like, he's not seeing how you're responding to him going out with his friends or whatever. I will say about long distance relationships, in my experience with a successful long distance relationship thus far, I mean, I guess something could go horribly wrong, but I'm doubting it. I think that the biggest problem that you should experience in a long distance relationship is missing them.
Yeah.
Like, you really shouldn't be worried about them losing interest and maybe I'm just used to our relationship now because we're engaged, obviously, but like, I feel like
No, I don't
we've
think
been long distance for a long time, really.
Yeah.
And I really think that my biggest concern was always just like, oh, I never see him. Like,
Yeah.
when am I going to see him next? That was always my concern, you know? Not that he was losing interest, not like even on a bad day, not that he was losing interest, not that he was doing anything, like, you know, just that. And I think that should be kind of your metric in a long distance relationship. I do think if this is newer, it's going to be a lot harder because in a new relationship, I think you're always thinking, is this person losing interest?
Right. You're always having doubts. Everything is going to trigger. I definitely agree. I think that Colin and I, we did long distance for like 5 months, and we were dating during that time. And like you said, it should never be like a trust thing or anything like that. It should just simply be missing someone. And I would definitely let it be known that you feel like you're putting in all the effort.
Yeah.
And just like kind of make it known that you would like to see a little more effort. You don't have to word it like that. But
I think you can.
Just reiterate how important it is that you feel wanted, because you want them so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should never be like a trust thing or like a worry, a doubt thing. It should just simply be like a loneliness, missing them.
Yeah. And like, if it's jealousy, I think it should be like jealous. I literally feel jealous of people who get to spend every day with Ryan. Yeah. Honestly. Like, that should be where the jealousy is coming from, which isn't what you were talking about. So we're getting a little off topic. But specifically the question about you have plans to FaceTime and he forgot because he's with his friends, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't think maybe that he is taking this that seriously. Like, I think
show up at his house.
I don't know. He forgot about your FaceTime movie day.
That actually would rub me the wrong way.
But I also think it's hard in long distance relationships because I never want to, and I think a lot of people in long distance relationships feel this way. I never want to make the other person prioritize talking to me over their actual real life that they're living in the present, you know? So I kind of get, not him forgetting, but like kind of prioritizing going out with his friends who are there.
Yeah, that one hopefully is a one-off situation.
Yeah, let's assume that it is. I think you should do a check-in, say, hey, let's talk about this. I feel like you could be losing interest, and see if he is. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if he would be honest about that.
Right, on a scale.
Yeah, do that conversation. If it goes well, and you think he is still interested, blah, 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 then from there, you say, okay, moving forward, we need to figure out ways where I don't feel like I'm putting in all the effort all the time. Because that then, like, especially when your man isn't there, if you're putting in all the effort, like, you're just in a relationship with yourself. Like, he's not even there, okay? So, I think you need to establish ways for that to be done. Some good ways to do this are, like, postcards from where he is to where you are, if he's into that kind of thing. It can be you can do the FaceTime dates. You can do morning calls. You can do, like, whatever. Like, there are a million different things that you can do to feel connected when you're far away from each other. And I think if he acts willing to do that, that's hopeful. Yeah, but then I also am kind of the opinion that these things happen organically in relationships, and like if he wants to talk to you, he'll talk to you.
Yeah, but you still like I said earlier, just put your cards on the table and let it be known. Because then, what are you gonna do? Live with the doubt of not telling him how you feel?
Yeah.
Anywho,
and you know what? Don't be afraid to break up. Never be afraid to break up.
That's right, girl.
That's my best advice. Don't be afraid to be alone. It's always better to be alone than it is to be with the wrong person.
That's facts, actually.
Yeah.
Coming from a girl who's dated the same guy since she was 15.
Yeah.
We're not really the ones to speak on that, but we're supporting you.
Yeah. And I think I was telling someone who I was talking about their relationship with them, and I was like, I think you just inherently in your body know if your relationship is worth it or not. Like, if you're going through a tough time, you're like, okay, you do a self-audit at some point in your head, and you're like, is this worth it to me? Mm-hmm. Is this going to end up being what I want out of life?
Also, I think
and
your
if
body,
it's not worth it.
Like, actually rejects things that are bad.
I do too.
And you'll know. It'll
You'll
be
know.
hard to admit, but you'll know.
Yes, it's hard to admit, for sure. But anyway, I hope that was somewhat helpful. It was kind of just
We gave
rambly.
you all the options in that one.
Yeah. Basically, we think you should discuss it and then,
Go from there.
yeah. I don't know. Like, long...
So why are you asking us?
Long
We don't know.
yeah, like, get away.
Literally go to therapy.
On
Why
our
are you asking?
podcast. Long distance relationships are hard because I generally in a relationship, I'm like, I am sort of like, if he wanted to, he would, right? Like if he likes me, it'll be very obvious to me and it won't take a lot of effort. However, in a long distance relationship, it literally just does take effort. You have to choose to put effort into the relationship every day because they're not there. Like
Yeah. And
you forget what they look like, literally.
they're not mind readers. No,
Yeah.
even long distance, close distance, it all takes effort. That one takes extremely more effort. But once again, there is just such a difference in man and woman. The way they think, what is important to them,
Yeah.
what they perceive as effort is different. Like,
Yeah.
there's just so many differences. So you really got to make that known.
I saw a TikTok the other day and it was like, men really think that like it's the thought that counts. Like they think the phrase "it's the thought that counts" means that it's literally the thought. Like
Yeah.
if they are driving home and they're like, "Oh, I could
Not
stop and
the
get her
effort.
flowers," and then they don't. That doesn't count.
I would love to know how many times Colin has used that. I thought about doing this for you.
Who cares?
Literally, don't tell me then.
shut up.
You didn't even try.
That makes it worse.
I'm mad now.
Yeah.
I'm actually mad. Like, we celebrated our anniversary a day early. I'm actually exposing him.
Oh.
The next day, I was like, oh, no flowers or anything. I'm being so
So
insane.
like on your actual anniversary, you're like, "Oh, you
Even
even
though
though
we-
flowers yesterday."
we had plans. We couldn't celebrate on our actual anniversary. We did the day before. And I'm like, oh, you mean you've been with me all day? You didn't have time to go get flowers, even though I've been sitting right here? He was like, Melanie, I thought about going and getting some as soon as we got home. Okay, why are you
Cool.
sitting here?
Thanks for
Skedaddle.
sharing.
Like, there's the store. He was like, actually, I thought about going to Amanda's flower shop. I said, could you shut up?
Yeah.
It's a Sunday. She's closed. I'm like, can you literally chew on a sock or something? Because you're making it worse. I'm actually livid at this point. So
Yeah. Like for any men listening, the phrase "it's the thought that counts" means like you wanted to get her tulips, but they only had daisies, so you got those. It's not, I thought about it and then didn't do it. That thought doesn't
but
count.
I'm going to tell you about it.
To make it
But that's
worse.
the only thing I have to tell you is that it went through my brain and then went out my ear.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, next one.
Anywho,
This one is kind of a me one.
First
and
of
I'm really
all,
excited to
let
talk
me-
about it. Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say, Colin did so much more for me other than I was actually just being a psycho. He's a wonderful husband. So
He is, yeah. Okay, anyway. Just stop defending him, please. I'm gonna puke. Okay. I'm considering law school and I would love to know what Laura Grace wishes she knew when she was starting out. How much I can expect to pay, how long it takes, where to look for jobs, etc.
well, thank
I-
you so much for asking me.
I love this question. I love to talk about this. I made a few notes because I actually
Oh,
also talked to some of
cool.
my friends at work about this who are in the same stage of life as me. Okay. Step 1. I don't know how old you are. We'll say you're in college, okay? Maybe you take a law-related class and see how you like it. It really won't give you much of an idea about whether or not you like it. But I do think that it's always worth it to be thinking ahead and trying to try stuff out. Even though, law school is its own thing. And nobody knows what it's like until you get into law school. Even if, you worked as a paralegal before law school, if your dad's a lawyer, if every single person in your whole entire life is a lawyer, it's kind of the great equalizer. And I think that's any type of school. Once you get over all the hurdles and actually start, it's a level playing field for everyone because no one's done it before.
True.
So keep that in mind. If you decide you do want to go, my biggest advice is to work on the LSAT. The LSAT is completely learnable. You absolutely can make it's not an aptitude test. You can raise your LSAT score with a lot of free materials. Actually, there used to be a really good system on Khan Academy, but I think that LSAC, which is the LSAT people, made it cost money, because of course they did. But that is honestly my biggest advice, because even if you have like not the greatest GPA, also like get a good GPA. That will help you get into law schools and get more money. But even if you don't, the LSAT can totally compensate for a lower GPA if you have a higher score. And then moving on to your next question, you can get a bigger scholarship. I think there's a misconception. Well, I guess it's true in a lot of grad programs that there's not a lot of scholarship money to go, like, that goes out for those. Law schools might be the exception to that. I don't know. There might be.
I don't think there's any medical scholarships.
Okay. Well, there are tons of scholarship. Like, schools give out lots of money in scholarships for law school, and it pretty much completely depends on your GPA and your LSAT score. So you can raise those things. You can get more money and make it much more manageable from a financial perspective, and then have less stress while you're in law school and more like earning potential after law school. So pragmatically, that is my best advice. My next piece of advice is to do a self-audit again and see if you're the type of person who can work for a little bit and then go to law school. I'm not. If I would have started working, I would have never done it, which would have been fine. Like, I would have just had a different career. But I am glad I'm doing it now. So I think you need to decide if you're a person who can work and then go do it, if you're set on it. And if not, and you really want to do it, go straight through, like straight from college into law school. If you think you can work, I think it's a good idea, because as a KJD, that's what they call people who went from kindergarten to Juris Doctor without a break. I think you can tell a difference in us, people who went straight through school and have never really worked, and people who have worked. There is a difference in like sort of professional maturity almost. They just have like a whole different set of knowledge from a different career. And I think that's very valuable in law school. So even if it's just like 2 years or something, I think that that's worth it. And then you can also save money, because in law school you can't work and you will inevitably be poor, but you can be in a better position than most. Yeah, law school's 3 years, if you don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've met some really amazing people and been in like classes with the most genius professors you'll ever meet. I'm literally like, my 1L year, I would be sitting there like, how have I found myself here? Like, I feel like I'm sitting amongst a greatness, and I'm just like, trying to soak it in a little bit. Yeah. So I would highly recommend. I'm enjoying it greatly. Yeah.
I thought that was really good advice.
Thank you. Let me make sure I covered everything.
But I think with any like career, exposing yourself before you commit to it. So maybe just like
work at a law firm.
Be the secretary there, get the lingo, see how their day flows.
Yeah.
See
how much they're working.
Right. How much they're working. What is their attitude? Like, what are the things that affect their attitude?
Mm-hmm.
And that, because I know, like, even with nursing, you could work within the hospital before being a nurse. And sometimes I wish I would have done that, because I think it would have helped me in school. I would have known a lot more. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I would have had the ground footing done for when I had to enter the hospital. So I think just exposing yourself, reaching out, asking for advice. You can listen to podcasts about it, follow influencers that are involved in that realm.
Yes, great advice. I would say have a LinkedIn, connect with people on LinkedIn. Seriously, do not be afraid to message people, text anyone you know who's a lawyer. Like, lawyers love to talk about being lawyers. If there's one thing I've learned, and they're more than willing to talk with anyone who's interested. So like, reach out to me, reach out to literally like any young lawyer, any older lawyer. I think it's pretty much across the board. Everyone's busy, but they really want to help if they can. So yeah, I think people are more than happy to like get a coffee, go to lunch. And it's also not weird to just reach out and say, hey, I'm thinking about this. What do you think?
They've picked it for a reason. So their passion usually means they want to help others who are considering it.
And it's a career where you really have to have like mentors and older people or people who've done it before show you the way. So people really want to pay that forward to the next generation. So, yeah. Anything else you have? Any other questions that anyone has? I'm literally more than happy to answer. So just like
She is one of those lawyers that loves to talk about being a lawyer.
I do. I mean, it's fun. It's like
No,
what I do
I get
every
it.
day.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Definitely. I think that shows you're doing exactly what you're meant to do.
Thanks. I like it.
You're welcome.
Okay. This one, right?
Yeah, I think this is the last one, right?
I think so.
It's a bit of a long one.
Yeah, that's the last one. Go ahead.
Okay. Buckle up, guys. My best friend of 15 years is going off to college in August. She is going to a private college to play a sport, and I'm really excited for her. But recently, it felt like she thinks she is better than me and almost like she looks down on me and my plans for the future. I want to attend online classes to obtain my associates and then go to ultrasound tech school. But it just feels like she thinks less of me because I'm not attending a fancy college. I really struggle with it because her college is going to be paid for by her parents and grandparents, and I'm the one paying for mine, so I can't exactly afford attending a big fancy college, which I still don't think I would want to even attend it if I could. It's really hard because I feel like this is going to tear us apart if we continue on like this, but I also don't want to make a big deal out of it. There's also some other stuff going on between us that makes me frustrated as well. Is it wrong? I just about said ... Is it wrong to just not bring it? Is it wrong just to not bring it up and just see what happens? I just really don't feel like causing a scene with her before we both enter these new chapters. I feel like, unfortunately, sometimes it's inevitable that you're going to grow apart from your hometown friends. And I'm okay with this. I'm okay with not being best friends while still being friends. Does that make me a terrible person / friend?
So no.
No.
It doesn't.
First of all, it doesn't.
What was the...
I want to talk... Okay,
go ahead, yeah.
I'm like, hey, I need to talk.
Go for it.
What I was going to talk about was the schooling. Yeah, I definitely remember being in high school and everyone was like making their plans to go to college. And it is literally just like comparison central. At least I thought it was. Like everyone's comparing whether you go to a community college or you go to a 4-year college and what level of 4-year college. Like there's just so many different things that play into that role, and it feels like you're making the biggest life decision ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to tell you, do not feel any less than in making the decision that you're making. Not one single bit. I started out at a community college and then I went on to get my 4-year degree, and I can tell you that it has mattered 0% in my career. 0. Like, it does not matter where you start to get where you're going, as long as you know where you want to be. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, because it's, at the end of the day, the only person that has to live with your life is you. And if you're doing what makes you happy, and knowing financially that you can't do that is very mature. Like, you are setting yourself up for success by not reaching too far into something that's just not attainable. And like, everyone's dealt different life cards, and some people have the blessing of assistance and some people really have to work for it on their own, and that builds grit and determination. And there's good things that come from both, but you can't let comparison steal all the joy, is my 2 cents about the schooling part.
I completely agree. I think you have to, I know it is impossible to make a decision, especially like when you're young like this, even when you're our age, without a little bit of comparison. Like, it's good. We're human. Sure. We live in the age of social media. Like, you just can't make decisions in a vacuum. However, I think you should really take steps at this. Like, this is really the first big decision of your life, like where you're going to college or where you're starting out at. And as Mally said, like, you can start, two people can start at very different places and end up at the same place. Like, that's so not what matters. But I think you should, as you're making this decision, take every step to make sure that what you're doing is what you want to do. And if it is, if you can like lay down in bed at night and know that like it is what you want to do with the cards you're dealt, like this is the best option for you, then you really just like have to do the internal work, I think, of not having a chip on your own shoulder. And other people, like, you can't control them. You can really only control your attitude toward them and toward what they're doing. And I think it is like it's hard not to do, but it is a very good, like, admirable thing to be able to be happy for everyone else in their decisions. Even when they're being a little bit catty about it or whatever.
Yeah,
like it
or
seems
like
like
they're
this friend
blindsided.
might be.
To how it makes you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely think, like you said, the most important thing is at the end of the day, you're satisfied with who you are, the decisions you're making, the way in which you're treating others around you who aren't making the same decisions.
Yeah.
Just make sure like you're good on your side. And like you said, you can't control how anyone else feels.
Because if you're not, this is what we talk about all the time. If you're not okay with your own life decisions, or sometimes even if you are, people still do this, but I think it's mostly when they're not content in themselves and their lives, you're going to do mental gymnastics in your brain to pull everyone else down to your level and convince yourself that they're miserable too, even if they're not. And that just, it does not affect them. It doesn't matter, that you're doing this to them. But it's going to make you miserable. Like, I think that those people they're not happy.
Yes.
So, yeah, you really just have to, like, accept who you are, what you want to do that, and then just be happy for everyone else and assume that they are as well.
She's also at a really hard age.
Yes.
Being, I'm going to assume 18.
Yeah, like, going into college.
Making that, you're still so immature. And, like,
these things we're saying we could not have done.
No,
at the time.
this is looking at it hindsight as 24-year-olds who their frontal lobes will be fully developed in the fall.
I'm hearing that it's actually like 30, which is great.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. I'm glad
5
they
more years.
delayed that. That is something that you will learn later in life. But recently, a thought I've been having is like, genuinely, is there anyone in my life that doesn't deserve happiness? And I can't think of a single person.
No.
So whenever I have thoughts of comparison, jealousy, anger, almost a little bit of bitterness, wanting something, this sounds crazy, but I'm being just extremely honest. But when those thoughts of jealousy arrives and you're like, oh, I kind of wish this wouldn't go right for them or something like that, something so incredibly insane, I'm just like, hello, I want them to have the best life possible. First of all, you only get one. And I want their life to be literally the fullest it could ever be because I want everyone to experience it to the best that they could possibly ever experience it.
Why not?
But that is a hard perspective to have at 18.
Yes.
And I totally get that. So I think that you're already transcending the game. Being able to be so introspective about how you feel about this. So you go there.
Okay. On the friendship piece of it, I don't think it's wrong for you not to bring it up. I don't think this is something that you like have to discuss. I think in friendships, a lot of times people think that anytime there's an issue, it has to be like brought up and you have to have like this big come to Jesus meeting about it. And you just really don't, and you really shouldn't on most issues. I think my dad always says, everything feels bigger when you're in the middle of it. And then in hindsight, you're like, oh, that was the smallest issue in the world and I lost a friend over it, So I think not being reactionary and seeing how things go and maybe like spending time with this friend before you guys leave and having serious conversations about like both of your school and be like, what are you looking forward to? What are you nervous about? And just kind of like seeing where she is with it might make you feel less like she feels like she's better than you or whatever.
Like she's flaunting it. That's exactly what I was going to say. If you feel like you have to bring it up and talk about it, make it a conversation about how you're feeling about school. Make it like, yeah, I'm really excited to go to this community college. I know it's not a 4-year college, so that kind of just gives me a weird feeling or something like that. But I do feel like I'm meant to be an ultrasound tech, so I'm super excited about that. Just make it more about your feelings instead of like, and then you bringing up yours is making me feel worse. Because maybe what if she feels not too excited about the decision? What if she's not in love with playing that sport? She has to play it to please someone in her. Like, you really, you may know all that stuff, but just if you feel like you need to unburden it, make it a conversation about yourself without involving the other one.
Yeah. And, like, at the end of... Go ahead.
No, good.
At the end of the day, if she does, like, look down on you, I still think, like, it's probably a good idea to have some distance for now. Because, like, that's not a good situation for really either of you to be in. But you're both 18. So I think you shouldn't do anything that will completely burn the bridge. Because it's your best friend of 15 years. And there's a pretty good chance that she's feeling on top of the world right now. She's going to this great school, playing a sport, whatever. She might be acting a little full of herself or whatever. But, like, everybody comes back down to earth. And if the relationship is, like, worth it to you, I think that you can wait it out. And, like, maybe in the future you'll be best friends again, you know, in, like, after college or, like, a few years in. Like, things go up and down. People separate and come back together all the time. So I think my biggest piece of advice would be don't burn the bridge.
Yeah. And also, like, if you don't come back together, that is okay. Yeah. Like, unfortunately, a natural part of aging is aging with your friendships. And, like, some people, one thing you really learn in adulthood is, like, the people that are the most important to you, and you pour even more into those people. Like, you find your people, and those relationships are the end all be all for you. Not that others don't matter, but at the end of the day, they're going to get the most effort. Growing apart from people that you grew up with is only natural. It's something that unfortunately will happen, and I'm not saying it's going to happen here, but it very likely could. And as long as you know, once again, it's all coming back to being secure with yourself. As long as you know you've poured into it as much as you can, but also knowing it's okay to take a step back if it's dragging you down too. Like, this is your life. And people come in seasons and they bring goodness. So, I mean, if you grow apart and then you don't find your way back to the exact relationship you had before, that is okay. Don't burn the bridge so there's still something there. Because it's going to, regardless, you've been best friends for 15 years. You're going to hold a sweet spot in her heart.
Absolutely.
Just as she does in yours. So don't throw those 15 years down the drain.
Yeah, this is someone who's, like, I imagine going to be in, like, so many of your stories that you're telling. Like, your future kids, like your husband, your college friends, everyone. So I think, yeah, it's always super sad to me when people like that end up not friends at all. And I think that that's not at all what you're looking to happen. So that's good. It does not make you a horrible person if you are just, like, friends, just, like, casual friends after this. I think that's totally normal. A lot of friendship is kind of not convenience, but, like, kind of location and kind of convenience. I mean, you're friends with people because you go to kindergarten with them, you know? And then later on, if you're besties, you're going to make an effort and, like, intentionally make it happen. But then you're going to be friends with, like, your coworkers, and then you're going to be friends with your kid's friend's parents. Like, that's just kind of how friendship works.
Yeah.
So definitely don't feel bad about it.
No. But like I said, I think that you, even having this perspective that you have now, like, you've got a good head on your shoulders, and it sounds like you're going to be more than well equipped to make the right decision.
So. Yeah. This was fun. I kind of loved giving advice.
Did you all think we were good? Yes or no?
Are you going to follow?
Yeah. Let us know if you listen to us.
Some people, I hope, don't, like, go break up with their boyfriends, you know?
I do not think that our opinion holds that much weight. Unfortunately.
Maybe if they gave us their names and we were outing them.
Could you let us know if you stay together or break up?
We would like to know.
It was fun.
Anonymously, of course.
It was fun, and we hope that you all enjoyed it. We hope that maybe we could bring a new perspective to the table.
Yeah. That's what we're here to do.
That is so what we're here to do.
Think creatively. Literally the most cliche answers.
Like, yeah, you could do anything, truly.
Anything you do, we will completely support you.
Has so many options, and you're the author. Put that pen to paper, girl.
You're the author of your story, and don't you forget it. Yeah.
Don't let that crown fall.
Honestly, though, you are the author. It's your life. Did you see?
Right.
Do you know Kennedy Urick?
I do.
Her boyfriend, Bobby?
Yeah.
This is an influencer, Kennedy Urick. She lives in Texas. She's dating a guy named Bobby, who's a country music singer. Well, they broke up, apparently.
Again.
He did something, I'm not sure. And she posted this TikTok, and she's like, you know what? Maybe this ship I'm running. What do people say? She runs a tight ship.
Yeah.
Maybe the ship I'm running isn't that effing tight. It's like really funny. And someone commented, don't forget your life is a play and you're the casting director or something like that. You can fire him. And she commented back like laughing emojis, because why are you being like, why did that person comment that to her?
You're like, you didn't get the role.
Yeah, you're not really getting Kennedy Urick's vibe, if you
Yeah, for sure. Anywho, guys, we hope that you all have enjoyed this type of episode. Let us know if you do. Maybe we can run it back in the future. Anywho, we hope that you had a great 4th, and we will see you next week. See ya. Love ya.
Bye.